Conserve and expand recycling capacity. Who? Okay, perfect pauses, Liberty, Mecca. I need to empty out. Good. 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 Okay. Committee on Science, Space, and Technology. Good. 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 There's like a prayer rug.
20-year history. And we go to figures and it's just been shared. It's considered great success. It's 8 million
Automated external defibrillator, Dick Cheney's advertising. Hearts. Apple Watches. Hi. Hi. Well, and you?
All right.
Good, glad to hear it.
Good.
And how's your family?
They're very good, thank you. How
Good.
about you?
Well, I need to publish to keep up with them all, either that or get elected. You like this guy, Mecca, Liberty? Where are you off to?
Just pulling you around.
Yeah, to some degree, I try to honor the feral instinct. You going to review our thoughts? This is an Afghan hound. Yeah. Yeah. Might be suitable for the Pine Barrens or Alaska.
Yeah, destination.
Yeah, you're going to remember everything, huh? Going to review. Good dog. Yeah, that's where you were. Good, Liberty. I never would have thought to go this way. Kenny Merchant. Carolyn B. Maloney. New York. Hi. Hi.
Hey, how you doing?
Okay, thanks. How are you?
I can't complain. What's up, my friend?
I'm from New York. I was visiting Congressman Young's office. What district do you guys represent, should I ask?
We represent the 12th district, so we are like Upper East Side, Manhattan, and western parts of Brooklyn and Queens.
My cousin Treddy lived on the Upper East Side. Yeah. Brooklyn, that's where our Hajj group was, company was based that took us on Hajj in Brooklyn. Well, you might work with the senator from New Jersey then. East.
Menendez? Booker?
The gentleman at the end of the hall,
Frelinghuysen?
yeah, I don't know the name yet. Menendez, I'm trying to get to come to Havana with Corin and talk with Raul Castro and maybe the president of Iran about the immigration issues and the nuclear treaty that Menendez is. Maybe it's a different Menendez, the senator.
The senator, yeah.
Yeah.
Bob Menendez is a senator.
And there's
He's
another.
on the other side of the Capitol.
Yeah, but I didn't know. There's a second one here, huh?
No.
Oh.
That's the only one that I know.
Okay. I think I heard you say Menendez, so that's what made me think of that. But the Upper East Side, Treddy was at IBM in finance and stuff. Some of your constituents are probably work on Wall Street despite living up there. I don't know, but
I would imagine there's
Yeah.
probably a few.
yeah. So they might be interested in the finance aspects of what we're working on to get a sovereign net present value for the future free cash flows of the U.S. Treasury.
One can imagine.
Yeah. Well, good then. It's kind of like Henry Kissinger said, the peace dividend. And to actually look into the future at the value of those assets and say, okay, they do have a net present value, and that's kind of like getting gold added to the treasury. Now we can mint currency against that future value instead of having to borrow it. And
Sounds logical.
the guys that you have represent who are in the business of lending money, they're going to undercut us now, can't loan money to students, won't be able to loan money for the treasury. Well, we can pay them to be trust officers and oversee as trustees. As we endow more people, hopefully then we need more trust officers and trust committees and stuff to manage things. So you're,
1 second.
yeah,
Congressman Maloney's office.
yeah, we got it.
She actually popped out of the office just now. You mind trying back in like 5-10 minutes? Okay, sounds good. Take care. Yeah.
Yeah, your constituents might be the people to design the expert software and stuff for the artificial intelligence to guide all the community college graduates we're going to need to check and balance all this, bestow the blessings of liberty. I'm really impressed at the paperwork. That's the kind of thing I do a lot on the internet. What does it say? I can't quite read it. 100 Congress of the United States at the something or other, and then it gets an act.
These are all bills that the Congresswoman has
Okay.
gotten signed into law.
Yeah, I like to talk in legislative format. So I'll try to check your website out and learn more about it, and I look forward to working with you, God willing. But Geraldine Ferraro,
Fantastic woman.
Alhamdulillah, yeah, all I could think of was Hillary and Joe get themselves elected, and then Joe resigns in 2018, and we have a private election for vice president, and
Right.
end up with 2 women in the White House.
Well, maybe if the Constitution's modified a little bit. Maybe
You're permitted to resign at any time.
Yeah.
So Joe resigns, and I think the president is permitted to choose who like Nelson Rockefeller was chosen by Gerald Ford. So Hillary has the right to choose her vice president.
Right.
So if Joe resigns, Hillary could be fair about it and say, well, sure, I want Elizabeth Warren as my vice president or your congresswoman. And but there are other alternatives, and I want to let America decide, and we'll have a private election and see who wins.
Only time will tell.
Saturday Night Live could at least do a skit on it or something.
Wouldn't that be something?
They're supposed to have a reunion on the 15th.
I look forward to it. Yeah.
I can't find any tickets for sale yet.
Nah, that'd probably be a tough ticket to get.
I simply saw David Letterman on Facebook and thought maybe I should try to go into his audience and watch a show. Have you seen his show yet, live or in there?
I'm not one for live late night TV. I prefer the comfort of my own couch or.
Well, I think Jim Carrey pointed out they actually videotaped that thing at 4 p.m. or something in the afternoon. So if you ever want to, you can sit in the
Maybe
audience.
Next time I'm up in New York, I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, please do, and send him my regards.
I'll let him know you tried to make it.
Yeah. Okay, good. Governor Cuomo came by the other day, I think. What was he concerned about? We didn't talk. I wasn't sure it was him, but the news said he was working on something with the
Well, I'll tell you
police.
what,
and
give
the-
me your name. I can call him up, see what he's working on for you.
I'm William Hale, or Mohammed Omar, and I called the state capitol and left a message on his machine. That's when I saw him, or I think might have been him subsequent to that. I was born in upstate New York, and my mom's family's from downstate New York. But robotic police cars and expert software to get Commissioner Bratton and the police to fill out questionnaires about how they think and how they solve problems, so we can program the Google robotic cars, roof racks and stuff, somebody circling the car, or officer down, car can even drive over, open the door, officer crawl in, and the car door closed, car can drive off. Who knows? But there was something else besides that, and I haven't thought of it for a while.
Well, if you think about it, it comes back to mind, feel free to come back.
Okay, let me
Mr.
take one of
Hale,
your
it was good
cards.
meeting you.
Yeah,
take
likewise.
care.
Thanks for making me feel welcome. Who?
Yeah, sure thing.
Upper East Side. The New York Times had a sad article about a club kid who shot his father. What was that family's name?
Yeah. The
Gilbert.
hedge fund guy. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. When I was getting back in
Tragedy.
touch with my final club, $600 a month was his allowance.
More than I make, that's for sure.
Yeah, so ironically, response inventory deficit disorders is what that's all about, and it's related to the same kind of behavior we call terrorism.
Right.
And our job is to make, you know how in kindergarten you had cubby holes to put your stuff in?
Yeah.
All the responses you have go into like cubby holes like that, and we got to make sure they have enough cubby holes so they know how to respond without having to do something so fatal.
Yeah. Well, it was a pleasure meeting you.
Yeah.
Best of luck going forward. And,
Should I ask your name to be professional?
my name's Max.
Mac?
Yeah, Max.
Max.
M-A-X, yeah.
All right, Max. Yeah,
Take care.
you too.
Have a good one.
I'll try to be ready, Max. Hey, we're off the manger time here. It's the information highway now. Come on, Liberty. Manger schedule is, there you go. Submission only to God. Yep. And God gives us all an equal voice here.
Come on, Liberty.
And Max is helping us get out the door. Thanks. Well, thanks. How are you?
She's a beauty.
Yeah, God does good work, doesn't God?
You're beautiful. Afghan ham, right?
An Afghan hound, right? Yeah.
Okay. So beautiful. She's pretty, or he, whatever he is.
We try to be gender neutral till we get to puppies. So we look for the noun or the name or something.
I got you.
Yeah.
You're beautiful.
Well, thanks to good vibes like yours, the dog is like a library of goodness. In fact, we wouldn't have been coming this way if the dog hadn't chosen to walk back past Congressman Young's office a second time.
I love dogs, I really do. She's a beauty. Oh, is she pretty?
She sure is.
Well, thank God the ADA permitted the doctor to prescribe the dog for me. Yeah, well, good for Congress to pass that American with Disabilities Act of 1973.
I'm delighted that the government does something good.
Yeah, let's get ourselves elected and do even better, inshallah. Wild cell translate. Pay for us to put trees and mics and screens and cameras. And have our Apple wristwatches connected to our wildlife friends. Here's help on the way.
Hey, Fred, come on in here.
Good. Good. Oh, sorry. Mr. B. Okay. Ramadan fasting.
What's her name or his name?
This is Liberty or Mecca. We say, what's the name of the dog? Stick with nouns and names and we can avoid gender warfare.
There you go. That's good.
God willing, who hopes?
Beautiful. Beautiful.
So patient, waiting while I type on the internet to keep up with all you guys.
Well, slow as we move, she doesn't need one.
Say now which?
I said, sometimes as slow as we move around here, she doesn't need one.
Oh, maybe that's, part of the founding forebearers' design that they want to be sure we get enough momentum. Like our ideas, if we win the election, but we don't get a big enough majority, we won't take the office, we'll have another election. Have to vote for a year or two and get really...
I'll make sure it's
Send it back there, we'll wait for you. I didn't do that. Now you're going down. Come on.
Okay, all aboard.
Of course, we did that.
Women and children first.
magic touch.
We're going to basement.
Good. We're trying to exit,
You want to go to one?
okay.
I think you do if you want to get out.
Yeah, we need the ground level either on the Independence or in the courtyard
The
area.
courtyard is 1 and then Independence is B. But that just puts you on a hill.
Okay. Independence
One, yeah.
is 2?
Is B.
B. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
But you want to get off at 1. I think
1.
that's, yeah.
Okay,
And then
good.
Just walk around, make
Let's
a
walk
complete
this way.
square. And you're going over there.
Okay, good, thanks. May God accept our efforts. Good. Hi. Teamwork, how are you? Oh, glad to hear it, okay. Well, Jesus was born in the manger. Thank God for the American with Disabilities Act. I got a prescription for the dog. Wild Cell Translate is next. God willing, we get ourselves elected and have Wild Cell Translate connected to our Apple wristwatches.
Oh, yeah. Apple Watch. I watch.
How would I say that in birdsong? I guess my watch would be able to, inshallah. As unto you guys. Maybe we should have walked over and you could have met him up personal. You want to say hi to this people? This is Carter of Texas again. Here's pallets and platforms and speeches and stages and Rick Perry's campaign. Good. Hi. Good. Welcome. Please come in. Please remove table. Good. Good. Hi, how are you? Ooh, very serious. Good. Hi. Hi. Good. Hi. Hi. Yeah. Okay. Officer's name from Louisiana. Good. Hi. Good. Hi.
You're my neighbor.
I'm your neighbor?
Yeah, I recognize you and your dog.
Oh, great. Well, thanks. Like thyself, love thy neighbor. How are you? Good, yeah. I should invite you to dinner sometime and shall bring your friends. Good. Hi. Good. Oh, honoring the fallen. Allah Akbar, thou shalt not worship any graven or engraven images. Hi. Okay, thanks, and you?
Good.
Glad to hear it. Hi. Allah Akbar! Memorize and outgrow those cigarettes. I had to get a prescription. I can't remember what it was. Okay. He served. Hi. Good. Hi, how are you? Hi, how are you?
Good.
Glad to hear it. Okay. God is greater, but the U.S. Congress is great. Good. Sounded like who said you won. Hallelujah. Looks like who with a larger cell phone. Hi.
Hey, how you doing there?
Okay, and you?
All
Glad to hear it. Hi. Hi. Hello. Tuesday, Public Health and Safety Day. A good day to say hello to your public health and safety buddies. Hi. Perfect want to go in, Liberty, Mecca. We have time. We got to go home and cook dinner. 3:06. Okay, how you doing? Glad to hear it. Like the Hill Street Blues. Yeah. Good.
What's going on, man? How are you?
Okay, how are you?
Good. What's up, Bill?
Glad to hear it. Electrophoretic distillation.
Which one was that? There was one or two?
Perfect want to go in, Liberty, Mecca. We got to go home. You good, Mecca? Perfect, find the door. Now come on. Come on, good. Perfect, find the door, Liberty, Mecca. Now heel. Good. Hi. Hi, how are you? Good. Good. Sounded like I heard no and no again. Knees.